When you look back on last season,
Yes.
what's your favorite memories?
Honestly, it all starts in that new locker room that we just got, but making those memories with every single person, singing The Climb by Miley Cyrus before every game, it's something that you'll never experience again, and I can't wait to experience something like that with this team.
How good was that team last year?
Oh, amazing. We had great leadership coming from our seniors. Gianna, Kama, they were great, path pavers for us newbies. So, love that.
What'd you learn about you as a player over the course of that season?
Coming in, I'm from the West Coast, so I came in not knowing anybody. And with this team, and what I learned most is that, sticking together through the ups and downs and all the adversity, because, we go through so much every single day, and having those girls beside me really just showed me how much unity brings, everything out in everyone.
Now you go into your final season in the American Athletic Conference. You've got that AAC banner hanging in the outfield. How important is it to go out of the American strong?
I think, one last show out really just puts us one step ahead in the Big 12. We're going to have great competition anywhere we go, and kind of leaving with a bang is just always a great feeling.
What do you expect to be the strengths of this year's team?
This year, I would have to say our overall athleticism and our speed. UCF has always had great speed on their squad, and I think that's going to be one of our greatest strengths.
And when fans are here or watching on TV and they see you playing, what are they going to see?
They're going to see, my team. Everyone just supports each other, and whether I'm up to bat, it's like they're up to bat with me, and I think that's one of the biggest things that people can see on and off the field.
All right, you're new to the team. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what position you play.
Hi, I'm Macy Miles. I'm from Naples, Florida, and I pitch and play infield.
Miles.
Yes.
Last name. So folks are going to learn this, especially when they see you on the broadcast. You have a pretty noteworthy parent. Tell us about your dad.
My dad's Les Miles. I think it's really cool I had two Division I coaches as parents. My mom also coached college basketball. So I think it's been really fun growing up in college athletics and just being around this atmosphere my whole life.
So why UCF?
I love it. I love the program. I think our coaches are really eager to win and just keep getting better, and so is our team. And I really wanted to be a part of that program.
When you saw the success they had last season, what did you think when you knew you were coming to UCF?
I was just excited. I know we want more, so I was ready to just get here and get after it and keep working hard.
Where will we see you the most?
Probably pitching a little bit, hopefully some first base, but yeah, we'll see.
Describe your play.
I think I'm a smart player. I think I have a good feel for the game. I'm competitive, and I will give it my all.
What's it like to be the newcomer? How have you been accepted?
I think that being a newcomer on this team is very special. I think our upperclassmen do a great job of incorporating us in things that they did last year and teaching us and leading us. And so it's been, I wouldn't say easy transition, but it's been fun.
I know you're new. I know you're still getting the feel of it, but how good can this team be?
This team can be very good. I think we're all really excited for this season. We all have high expectations for ourselves, and we work really hard and we compete, and I think that'll be good.
Let's begin here. 2022. What a ride. Talk about the excitement of that season.
It was just amazing my freshman year. What a season. I came in ready to compete, and we just competed so hard together, loved each other, and to have that season as a first year really just laid the foundation of what we want to do here. And I'm excited to grow with this team and the future teams to come, and just to continue to build on that and go even farther.
Of course, you have new faces, but those returners, they now know what it's like to play in those big environments.
For sure.
How important is that as an experience factor for this season?
Experience, I would say, is really big. Last year, I didn't know what that stage looked like, but those returners kind of took us under their wing and kind of showed us the way before we got there to take those nerves away. So I think us just taking control of the newbies and the freshmen, I think it'll do a lot, and I think we'll be just fine on the big stage.
We're not going to see you off the start of this season. Tell us why.
So back in our first fall game, I suffered a shoulder injury, tore my labrum. But I'm on the road to recovery to come back soon, so y'all be ready.
How hard is it to see your teammates out there practicing and you're working to rehab and you want to be out there, especially with this first game coming? How challenging is that from a mental perspective to prepare?
It's been hard, but I've really just leaned on my teammates during this time, but I'm out there with them as much as I can. My goal right now is to be the best teammate / coach I can, the best leader for them, and to be involved as much as I can for them. But I would say I've taken this injury and it's really made me realize a lot of things to be grateful for, but I'm excited to be back.
And when can we expect to see you, you hope?
I'm hoping March, April-ish, but I'm ready.
And you'll be back even better.
Yes.
Let's begin by looking back a little bit. How exciting a ride was 2022?
It was really fun. I think that's probably one of the most fun years I've had playing the sport of softball. Just the team, the atmosphere. It was really great, and it was a really good experience to have.
What made this team so good in 22?
I think our chemistry. Oh no. I think our team chemistry and our bond that we have within each other, because you can have leaders on a team, you can have people that are just good, but when you have a team bond where you all connect with each other and everyone just wants the greater good out of each other, it really helps and it benefits the team and takes us a long way.
Of course, every team is different. How would you describe what you're seeing as this team comes together for 23?
I think we're still figuring each other out, but we've come a long way since the fall. We got here, we got a few transfers and a lot of new freshmen, new faces, a new hitting coach. So we were all trying to figure each other out a bit. But I think now, once we've gotten back and we're working really hard, it's really coming together and we're ready to go. It's going to be a good season.
How do you think the team is different? What's your sense of how it can be different or how it will play?
I think we have a little bit more grit this year, and we're on edge because we know people are after us, and we're just ready to show them last year wasn't a fluke and it wasn't a lucky run for us. We're just ready to show people who we really are and who we're capable of being.
You can't beat the experience that came with all of those big moments last year. How can that help you this year? You've been there,
Yeah, I think it'll help us because we have a little bit more experience now. I think last year and the year before even it was new to us, and we got there and we weren't really sure what to expect, but now we have some people with experience about what the atmosphere is going to be like in those moments, and we can be with each other and help each other get through those tough moments and those tough times and just, be excited and ready to go and have nothing to lose. So it'll be fun.
Let's talk about 2022 first. How exciting was that for you?
It was honestly just the experience of a lifetime to be part of a program and part of a team like that. Our bond was no other, and I've never been a part of a team that felt so trusting and loving, and just the things we did. It was a lot of firsts for our program and just historical overall. So honestly, it's hard to put into words, but that was just probably the best experience I've had.
How did you see yourself grow as a player over the course of the season? You're getting in the big moments, you're seeing that stage in front of you. How does that help?
For me, it's always been about what I could do for my team. So going into big situations like that, or just any situation at all, it was however I could help my team get out of this and help the game go progress. But yeah, over the course of the season, I think I just focused on my spins and getting outs, getting hitters to get themselves out.
So fans know Gianna's moved on and Kama's moved on with graduation, and there are questions. Who's going to pitch? Tell us what we should look for with the pitching this year.
Our pitching staff this year has put in a tremendous amount of work, and I think Coach Bear has done a really good job at having a plan for us and what she wants to see out of us this season. So I think you can see a lot of competitiveness this season and just having each other's back. So I think that's going to be really important for us. So yeah.
Who should we look for in the circle?
Honestly, you can see a little bit of everyone this year, but I think Caitlin Felton's going to make a really huge impact. She was a freshman last year, but she's grown a tremendous amount, and I know she's going to impact the team in a lot of different ways. I would say Sarah Willis is also going to come in. as a transfer and really make an impact out there.
And you.
Yes, sir.
And your role will be?
I'm always going to do what the team needs to either get out of a situation or get the team rolling. I know that our defense can really feed off of me when I pitch, and I use that to my advantage. So,
All right, let's get to know you. You're a transfer. Tell us about you, position you play, and why UCF.
So my name is Jasmine Williams. I'm a 5th year and I play shortstop. Why UCF? I loved what they did last year. I actually knew Coach Bear from a few years prior. I played on the Junior Olympic Team USA team where she was on the staff, and so that's how I got to know her and her family. When I entered my name into the portal, she reached out to me like immediately, and I was like, well, this is kind of a no-brainer. I need to go visit and see how I fit in, how I like it, and so it kind of just all clicked as soon as I got on campus, and we just knew that this was going to be the right fit for me, and it's just been great ever since.
What was your perception of UCF?
Honestly, I really didn't know much about UCF until their historic season last year. I actually had one of my teammates last year just transferred from UCF, and so I kind of was watching them a little bit more last year. Just keeping up with them, and I just loved the way that they played the game, and you could see that they all just loved each other on and off the field, and so that was just something I wanted to be a part of, and
How do you like Florida?
I honestly really like it. I like it a lot more than I imagined. My husband's from Tampa, so we actually wanted to end up in Florida kind of anyways after last season, so it all kind of just worked out for the best. But I love the area. I love Orlando. It's such a great place for my son to grow up too, so it's just perfect.
Coach Bear said the other day when I spoke with her how much respect she has for you and how you have to juggle so many things. And you mentioned husband and son and school and softball and all of the practice. How do you juggle? How do you manage? Because she's got kids.
Yeah.
She knows what it's like as well. How do you find the time for all of these things?
Yeah, honestly, my husband. I couldn't do anything without my husband. He holds it down at home for me to be able to do this and to live out, my dreams, what I want to get accomplished. And also, Coach Bear and the coaching staff, they all know my situation. They know what I need. The girls know what I need. Everyone is just so supportive of everything that I need to get done. So it's just, without that support system, I don't know how I would be able to do it, because it is a lot and it can get stressful at times. But I feel like I do a pretty good job that you're not able to tell the things that I have to do. So I just try to make sure that I stay grounded. When I'm here, I want to be here with the girls and not worry about other things. So I try to do that for myself and for my team.
How would you describe the welcome and the acceptance as a new face on this team?
Honestly, it was so amazing. I feel like you wouldn't even be able to tell that I was someone new that was on the team. They just embraced me right away, and they just, I don't know, it was such a warm and loving welcome that I've never experienced that before. So it was just being accepted right away and just fitting into a culture right away. It was just amazing and such a great just organization to be a part of, and it's just, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, honestly.
When we see you play, what will we see?
You will see, you'll see a lot of competitiveness. You'll see high effort all the time. You'll just see someone having a lot of fun, embracing her teammates, and I have a lot of high goals for myself this season, so hopefully seeing a lot of success and just all the hard work paying off that we put into this season. So, yeah.
All right, you're one of the new faces on this team. Tell us a little bit about you and where you came from.
I am Chloe Evans. I'm a junior transfer from the University of Minnesota. I played there the last 2 years, and I'm originally from Wisconsin.
Why UCF?
I really wanted a good team atmosphere, really competitive culture, and I think that even on my visit, I met a lot of the girls, and I loved the fact that they just talked about how they go to sporting events, they love to hang out outside of the field, and I really liked Coach Bear. I liked the vision that she has, and she said she was bringing in a good hitting coach, and she was excited for what this team could do. And I think previously last year I played here one of my first games last season, and just like knowing the atmosphere of like what this school has and like the fan base that they have, I was really excited to like hopefully come back and like be able to see that grow. And I know that like throughout the whole season I was watching them just because like we played against them, so I think that's just like something that I feel like runs when you like play a team. You're able to like watch them more just because you played against them. So like watching them go to supers was like super big, and like hearing their name get called, that was super big even for like when we were watching the selection show.
When we see you play, what will we see? What kind of player are you?
I feel like I'm super competitive. I have a lot of energy on the field. I'm always someone that's like super loud, super cheering in the outfield no matter what is going on, winning, losing. Like I feel like something that I pride myself on is being the loudest one for our pitchers, and I just like want them to know that I'm in the outfield. I may be far away, but like I want them to hear me. I want the fans all the way at the back of the stands to hear me. Like I hope that everybody in the field like knows that like I'm there for our pitchers, and I hope that like they always know that. And I think just like offensively, I just like to cause chaos. I like to be someone that just like puts the ball in play no matter how hard the situation might be. I like to start things, get things going, so that's always my hope when I'm in the box.
How good can this team be?
I think we can be great. I think that there's so much potential in this team, and there's a lot of faith. I think that one thing that I love about us is we have a lot of belief, and obviously that's one of our core values. And I think that that's something that this team like really exudes, and we show that we have that belief of being able to be top 8 and make it to the World Series.
All right, you're a newcomer here. Tell us who you are and where you come from.
My name is Sarah Willis. I'm a junior transfer from the University of Washington. I am from Southern California, about 45 minutes east of Los Angeles. I played for the Corona Angels for Marty Tyson for most of my life. And I'm super excited to be here at UCF and get to pitch, play outfield, hit, do whatever the team needs me to do, and just be a contributor, whether I'm on the field or in the dugout. And I'm super excited to be here and compete.
Why UCF?
I love that they're a competitive team, and when I was in postseason last season, we lost a little bit early, and I knew some people on the team already, so I got to watch them compete, and I saw how much of a family culture they had, and I talked to some of the girls. And then when I decided to go into the transfer portal, I had actually known one of the previous coaches who ended up leaving, but I had talked to her, and then I got into contact with Coach Bear, and I just wanted to be a part of a competitive culture and a competitive team that could make it to a World Series, and I feel like UCF was one of those teams that could make it for me.
How would you describe the reception, the welcome that you've had from the UCF community?
Honestly, everybody has been truly amazing, from the support staff, like our managers Mooney and Kelsey, to our academic advisors Shalonda, and the coaches and the team. I just felt so welcome, and I'm super excited to get to compete with them, and the girls have just been amazing, and I couldn't have asked for a better welcome to a place that I wanted to compete at and become a better version of myself.
What do you think this team's strengths will be?
Honestly, I think all around, like we have strengths everywhere. Pitching, we have a 7 deep lineup, all ages, junior to freshman. And then we're tight on defense. We have people that can play everywhere. We've got multiple utilities, and then even our offense too, just competitive people trying to get on base any way we can, whether we're slapping, bunting, hitting home runs, it doesn't matter. We're an all-around great team, and I think we're a competitive team to beat.
And when we see you play, what are we going to see?
Honestly, if I'm on the mound, I'm probably looking a little bit more serious. And then if I'm in the outfield, I'm dancing, having a good time. Kind of two different people, polar opposites, but whether I'm competing on the field or in the dugout, I'm always a good time with my team.